Did you know that the shortest war involving aircraft was between Honduras and El Salvador in 1969, known as the Football War? It lasted just 100 hours. Fun facts. There's an annual competition for lying in the UK called the World's Biggest Liar Contest. The Empire State Building has its own zip code, 10118. A cat's ability to always land on its feet is augmented by an unusually flexible backbone and the absence of a collarbone in the skeleton. The currency of Mongolia features a hologram of a dinosaur, specifically a velociraptor. Deadpool has an organ donor card, humorously marked, "In case of death, cut me up and divvy the parts." There exists a Kryptonian song that, when sung, renders evildoers powerless. Superman used it to defeat Darkseid once. Beyond Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, Magneto has another lesser-known daughter named Polaris, who shares his magnetic abilities. Raven, of the Teen Titans, once cast a spell on the team so they wouldn't age. In a storyline where Bruce Banner found refuge in a subterranean society, Hulk developed a particular fondness for beans, declaring them the food of the gods. Steve Jobs named his company Apple because he was on a fruitarian diet and thought the name sounded fun, spirited, and not intimidating. The sun is approximately 400 times larger than the moon, but is 400 times farther from Earth, which is why they appear to be the same size. Sir Christopher Lee, who played Saruman in The Lord of the Rings, was also a heavy metal vocalist and released several albums. Quentin Tarantino writes all of his scripts by hand. J.K. Rowling explained that the reason Dumbledore enjoys lemon drops is because she believes it's the kind of candy an old wise man would enjoy. Green Arrow is known to have the hottest chili recipe in the DC universe, and even Superman finds it too spicy. Doctor Strange can leave his physical body in an astral form, but if his astral form is away for too long, his physical body can die. Every time Doomsday is killed, he's resurrected immune to whatever killed him before, making him almost invincible. Before becoming the tyrant Darkseid, he was known as Uxas, a humble mudgrubber on his planet, who despised the gods for their privileges. In his original appearances, Beast Boy from the Teen Titans was not green but red. The Pythagorean theorem was known to Indian mathematicians more than 1,000 years before Pythagoras was born. In 1930, Clarence Birdseye introduced the first frozen foods, which included meat, fruit, and veggies. In South Korea, babies are considered 1 year old at birth. The first commercial passenger flight lasted only 23 minutes, covering a distance of 21 miles. The first oranges weren't orange. The original oranges from Southeast Asia were green. Hugh Jackman took a pay cut to ensure Logan would be rated R. In the mid-1960s, Slumber Party Barbie came with a book titled How to Lose Weight, which included advice. Don't eat. An airplane's black box is actually orange to make it more visible in wreckage. In 1980, a Las Vegas hospital had to suspend workers who were betting on when patients would die. When tea started to become popular in the UK, it was so expensive that it was kept in locked chests. The famous Green Lantern oath wasn't introduced until 6 years after the character's debut. Before Mysterio became Spider-Man's illusion-focused villain, he worked as a special effects artist for movies. The symbiote Venom has two known weaknesses: high-pitched noises and fire. Crafted by Odin, the Destroyer armor is an enchanted suit so powerful that it once went toe-to-toe with the Celestials. In early appearances, Doctor Strange wore blue gloves, but they disappeared over time. The song Jingle Bells was originally written for Thanksgiving, not Christmas. Hedy Lamarr, a famous Hollywood star from the 1940s, co-invented an early version of Wi-Fi. The title role of Dirty Harry was initially offered to Frank Sinatra before Clint Eastwood took it. The rarest naturally occurring element on Earth is astatine, and only 25 grams of it is present naturally on Earth at any one time. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland, symbolizing purity and innocence. Lobo can regenerate an entire new body from a single drop of blood. Spider-Woman secretes pheromones that can attract men or repulse women, but she has learned to control this to some extent. Black Panther's heightened senses allow him to pick up a scent and follow it for miles. Rogue's real name is Anna Marie, but her surname has never been revealed in the comics. Hawkman's wings are made of nth metal, which defies gravity and gives him the ability to heal rapidly. In an early draft of The Little Mermaid, the main character was going to die. The Great Fire of London in 1666 ended on Pie Corner, where the fire ran out of material to burn. There's an island in Japan you can visit that's inhabited only by friendly bunnies. The sound made by the Krakatoa volcanic eruption in 1883 was the loudest sound ever recorded. It reverberated around the globe 7 times. In 2007, Scotland made it a crime to be in possession of an undersized lobster. Subscribe!